Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Law with AKP. In the previous class, we learned the concepts of conditions and warranties and understood the difference between them. Today, we will study express and implied conditions and warranties under sections 14 to 17 of the Sale of Goods Act 1930. This topic is highly important because many buyer protection provisions come from implied conditions and warranties created by law. Let us begin. Express conditions and warranties are those terms that are specifically agreed upon by the buyer and seller. They may be included in writing or agreed orally. For example, a seller expressly promises that a laptop contains 16 GB RAM and a 1 TB SSD. This promise becomes an express condition or warranty depending upon its importance. And now, the implied conditions and warranties are not written or spoken by the parties. Instead, the law automatically inserts them into the contract. Their purpose is to ensure fairness and protect buyers against defective or misleading transactions. These protections operate even if the parties never mention them. Now, the section 14 provides an implied condition that the seller has a legal right to sell the goods. For example, if a person sells a stolen motorcycle, the true owner can reclaim it. The buyer can then recover the price from the seller. This condition protects buyers from purchasing goods from unauthorized persons. Now, when goods are sold by description, the goods delivered must correspond exactly with that description. For example, in this section 15, goods must match description. So, a customer orders a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The seller delivers a different model. The buyer may reject the goods because the description does not match. This is an implied condition under section 15. Now, section 17. In a sale by sample, the bulk goods must correspond with the sample shown to the buyer. So, here goods must match sample. For example, a textile dealer shows a sample cloth. The buyer places an order based on that sample. When delivery occurs, the cloth supplied must match the sample in quality and appearance. Otherwise, the buyer may reject the goods. Now, sometimes goods are sold both by sample and by description. In such cases, both requirements must be satisfied. For example, a fabric is described as pure cotton and a sample is shown. The delivered goods must match both the sample and the description. Matching only one is not enough. Another important implied condition is merchantable quality. Goods must be reasonably fit for the purpose for which such goods are ordinarily used. For example, if a person purchases a refrigerator and it cannot cool items at all, the goods are not of merchantable quality. The buyer may claim remedies under the Act. Now, section 16.1. Buyer relies on seller skill. When a buyer informs the seller about a specific purpose and relies on the seller's expertise, the goods supplied must be suitable for that purpose. For example, a customer tells a dealer he needs a water pump for agricultural irrigation. The seller recommends a pump. If the pump cannot perform the purpose, the implied condition is breached. Now, in the section 14b, peaceful enjoyment of goods. The law also provides an implied warranty of quiet possession. The buyer should be able to enjoy the goods peacefully without interference from third parties claiming ownership. For example, if someone later legally takes away the purchased goods due to a superior claim, this warranty may be breached. Now, Section 14C, goods free from charges. There is also an implied warranty that goods are free from undisclosed charges or encumbrances. For example, a vehicle, a vehicle sold to a buyer should not secretly be under a bank's charge unless disclosed. If the buyer suffers loss due to such undisclosed burdens, compensation may be claimed. Now, in the famous case of Grant versus Australian knitting mills, a customer purchased woolen underwear from a retailer. After wearing the garments, he developed a serious skin condition. Investigation revealed harmful chemicals remained in the fabric because of defective manufacturing. The court held that the goods were not fit for their intended purpose and were not of merchantable quality. Here, the principle established is goods supplied must be fit for use and reasonably merchantable. Now, let us quickly revise. Important implied conditions include title, description, sample, merchantable quality, and fitness for purpose. Important implied warranties include quiet possession and freedom from encumbrances. These provisions offer significant protection to buyers. Let us conclude this topic. Express conditions and warranties arise from agreement between the parties. Implied conditions and warranties arise automatically through law. The Sale of Goods Act provides several important protections, including title, description, sample, merchantable quality, fitness for purpose, quiet possession, and freedom from encumbrances. These provisions provide strong protection to buyers and ensure fairness in commercial transactions. So, for examinations, remember the sections, examples, and case law. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to Learn Law with AKP.